of our pain and suffering. Give us strength for our new beginning.
For a new beginning. Perfect end when we're going to talk about how she ends, right? The new beginning. Or maybe the end is actually the new beginning, right? We never know, and we will probably never know until it's too late. So, guys, first and foremost, I want to say thank you that you're here today. We're 117 committed and hungry and interested people in development. First of all, I wanna take a snooze. After I've done that, I want to ask you guys. I know you appreciate these calls, and I first want to tell you that I am not actually, by the deep sense, not doing the calls for you, more for me. Do you know why? Because these calls has made me to who I am today. And not really Pilos development hasn't made that, but you know what actually got me to where I am? And now I'm not talking about Chairman 10. Of course, it's a big part of the game, but I'm talking about me as a person, that I feel good. I'm happy. And for me to be able to say that I am happy, that's a powerful one, right? And it's very easy to say that I'm happy, but another day you're depressed or you're sad or you're this and that. And in the end, it comes down to, there we go, it's a light. So it comes down to we all want to find some kind of joy in life, right? And before I go into the talking part, I want to ask you some questions. And I want you to think about, for you who have been here, has any of these calls changed anything for you? Anything we said, talked about, went through, touched upon, whatever it is, has there been any kind of breakthroughs or changes in your life or ways that you think or understanding? Because understanding is a big part of the game. Understanding life is a huge part. And the most important one, understanding yourself. And nobody teaches us who you are and what we are. And I'm not talking about how many muscles we have in the body or how the heart get pumping blood, you learn that in, I don't know, translate or something. But anyways, what I am talking about is the real foundation and understanding of why you are the way you are, why we react the way we react, why we laugh insecurely when somebody says something, when it's a dead awkward silence, why you of everybody gets flushed it up, why you get reacted on that, why you react angry when somebody is doing something that you don't like. Why are you reacting upon other people more than we react upon ourselves? You know, right? Because if we really dig deep into it, we're reacting more on other people than we're reacting upon ourselves. For an example, if I would been like Emil Rame, a like obsessed and an addict of something called gym, it's like a room you go to and you take a lot of drugs and then you lift heavy, you know what it is? I just see everybody on every gym, they're like taking so much artificial stuff in their body. They're like either sniffing the pulver or putting in their mouth or, I don't know, injecting the PVO, and they're like, testo, I don't know. I don't get it. But my mentor, Emil, yeah, there you go. Yeah, he has, I don't know, I need to train my body a little bit as well, I guess. So I have to start sniffing powder in metal gym as well, I guess. Anyways, joke aside, listen to this. If I would been the one who tells you to go to the gym and I didn't go to the gym myself, what am I? Hypocrite, right? Double moral. Isn't that so? I'm a hypocrite. So you would probably look harder and think that I'm a hypocrite. You will probably listen to my calls, and when you see that I'm not going to the gym, when I tell you to go to the gym, you will probably stop listening to me. Isn't that so? I would, because I'm a hypocrite, right? I'm not walking the talk or talking the walk, right? Walking the talk, you know? Now, check this out. You are harder. Then you say, tell me, I'm not gonna listen to that dude. I'm not gonna follow him because he's not doing what he's telling us to do. Why are you not reacting that way with yourself? When you told yourself you're going to the gym, or when you told yourself to not do this or that, but you're yet going ahead and going over it. And you're doing it for years and weeks and month and years, which means that you're a higher hypocrite to yourself, but you're not reacting upon that. But if somebody outside of you that you can point a finger to, Kimi told, he's telling everybody to do this, but he's not doing it himself. I'm lucky I'm not a gym guy right now, so I'm not in a bad position here. But, you know, but the topic of this is if you can't trust and react upon yourself more than you react and trust other people, who are you then? Are you that person or are you you? Which world are you living in? Do you understand what I'm talking about? It's deep, you know, but you have to think about it in the way as you as one person. Your body is one person. Kimi's body is one person. And then we got Levi who's next to me, which is also another person. But then I have my soul. And my soul is the thing that I look at those two people from a third perspective. And when you come to a certain point in your life, when you start to be able to see life from a third perspective, you start to laugh at yourself because you're like, whoa, you're stupid, you know, because you see things from different perspective now. We're not just young people or a parent or somebody's uncle or aunt or whatever it is. You're much more than that. You're something that don't have a label. People ask me, Kimi, are you a vegetarian or vegan? And I'm like, I'm none of it. Okay, so you eat meat? No. Then you're vegetarian? No. Okay, you're vegan? No. Okay, so you're pescatarian? No. So what are you? I am me. My name is Kimi. Like, okay, but what are you? No, no. Shut the fuck up. I'm not what I am. I am Kimi, the one I want to be. But the decision that I take shouldn't label me as of who I am, right? For an example, imagine now we're putting a label on my name because I was a drug addict, right? I did coke for more than a year, every single day. Every single day. I was stuck at coke for a long period of time. I was smoking weed every single day. I was doing coke too much and I was just partying. Is that my label now? Is that who I am? Is that my label? No. Your decisions shouldn't label you as of who you are. The same thing as if you want to take the advantage and try to have sex with the opposite gender. Do it if you want to, right? Try it out if you like to. If you're curious, try it out and see if it's your thing. That shouldn't label you as bisexual or heterosexual or trans whatever until you want to be labeled like that. That's up to you. But when you start to labeling other people, you're automatically labeling yourself. So if you look at other people as a hypocrite, oh, let me tell you, talk to the hand or the mirror, because that's just a reflection of yourself. Why you're so hard on me or on that person you're pointing finger to is because you don't dare to be hard on yourself, because we're too weak for that, because nobody taught us to the only enemy that we have and the best friend that we have. Do you know who it is? The only friend you have and the biggest enemy you have, it's you, it's me, it's I, it's I. Ooh, big one. It's me against me, it's I against I, it's you against you. That's it. And if we start to understand that path, well, I gotta see if I can find one thing for you that was so powerful when I read it. I'm not gonna put too much time into this, but it was so beautiful. Okay, anyways, it was this crazy, beautiful quote about something, but I'm gonna take it on another call. But now I want to touch on our topic, right? So about the labels, right? About the labels that people put on us and the society put on us and the labels that you put on yourself. I want us to remove that because putting labels on yourself is marking yourself up with a kind of an anger. If I'm marking myself up as I am a vegan, then I'm putting myself in a folder of the people who are vegan. And those people are not like me. The only thing that we have in common is maybe that we want to save the animals and we don't want to eat meat. And we think about our body in a different way. That's the only thing that makes us equal. But now when we think about, that person is one of those vegan guys, it's one of those vegan girls, all organic people. When people talk like that, that vegan dude over there, then apparently that vegan person is now just a vegan. It's a label we put on that vegan human. Then now that dude probably want to save all the trees. He probably want to work voluntarily and not build a business. And just because he's vegan, he's also probably gonna kill you when he sees that you have a, I don't know, Canada Goose jacket, And now we're apparently putting him in a folder that he's thinking all these ways around being vegan. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Type the number 5 in the chat. You've heard it before. You've seen it happen, right? It's happening every single day. We're putting these labels into pockets now. He's one of those. He's one of those. You know, how can I, without being rude? It's hard to put people in labels and not being rude. Really, it's like, oh, that's hard. Now, check this out. Putting yourself in a label when you say, this is who I am. I don't say this is who I am, this is who I want to be. So I choose to become Kimi today. The Kimi that you look at today is the Kimi that I've choose to. I can look at myself and I look at my Instagram and I spoke to a friend about this. I'm like, whoa, dude, when I look like this, I I had so much easier. I spoke to Levi yesterday and it was funny because I'm like, it's cool because now when I look the way I want to look, girls are not even reacting on me. I'm a ghost. It feels like that. We're walking outside and I'm like, you know, walking and like trying to get some eye contact with a girl and like she's just straight next to me and I'm like, what? Fuck, And then we keep on walking and it comes another group of girls and I'm like, in the middle of the road, walking, trying to get some eye contact, and they're completely ignoring me. And I'm like, what? Levi, how do I look? What is going on here? They're like, no, I don't know. I also have the problem. And Levi's fucking hot, right? He's beautiful. And we're like walking there and we're like in a ghost town. Nobody's acknowledging us. And I'm like, okay, this could be the reason why I moved from Costa Rica, jokes aside. But anyways, and then I said to myself, how can it come when I look the way I want to look, that's not attractive to the majority of the woman, right? Or the majority of, if we just put a label on that as well and do the majority. Now, check this out. When I look at myself back in the days when I looked like the most of the people, short short hair, beautiful fade, and dressing like all of them rest. I had people taking snaps, they're asking for numbers, they're doing that, they're reposting, they want to start and ignite a conversation, right? When I look like the most. When you look different, you touch a small percentage of the other gender or the person that you want to attract. When you look different, you attract different. When you have different, for an example, look at my ex-partner, Malu, right? How did we meet? And I'm just gonna touch on this real quick. How did we meet? I was at an event in Gothenburg. I was on stage and I heard before that she's gonna come, right? And I see somebody in the audience. Everybody is looking kind of similar. And then in the middle of the audience, on the right side, I see a girl with like this green jacket, like fluffy jacket I don't even like, right? And with this bubbly afro hair, right? And I'm like, this girl is not supposed to be here. She's different. You know, when you have that vibe, she's like, what is this girl doing here? She is probably with a friend, right? She was just, her vibe didn't match up with the rest. So I was like, who's this girl? But we connected. And what she saw in me that time, I had a white shirt, white normal, like long sleeve, not a shirt, but a normal thing, right? And en vanlig tröja. And I had a Buddhist necklace, right? I had this necklace. I had this necklace. So this is a Buddhist necklace, right? And she noticed the necklace and my Om sign. And the Om sign is also spiritual. And she understood that because she knows what those two things are about. So she now got interested in me, not of my looks, but my differenceness. Do you get it? By me touching, I showed the world that I have something on my neck that explains to you that I don't have a skull here, or it says not catch the day or carpe diem or stay strong, or I don't have that. It's something that is different. So I am now different. I capture attention from the people who are like whom? Themselves. Tony Robbins, he says that we attract people who are like ourselves. So if we want to attract a person in our life, we have to become that person in the end of the day. For me to be able to attract Malu, I wouldn't be able to put my pants below my butt cheeks and smoke a cigarette outside of the locale and said, "What's up, G?" She would not go and talk to me. Trust me. She wouldn't go and talk to me if I said, "What's up, girl? How you doing? Sexy?" She wouldn't talk to me then, because she's like, "No, that's not my vibe. That's not my gem." But the first thing I said is, "Wow, what a beautiful eyes you have." And she saw my Om, she saw this, done deal. You know why? Because she had the same vibe. Now, we were walking yesterday and I had my things on, right? I'm growing my beard. I don't care how I look. I want to grow my beard even longer. I want to look like a Viking. I want to look like a hippie. I want to save my hair. And that's how I want to look. Now, who will I attract? This is a funny stuff. This is a weird thing. Who do I attract? I attract Malu's friends. And most of the girls who are really hippies, who grow hair under their arms and really go all outside of money. That type. If we label it again, that type. Those are attracted to me now, right? Why? Because I'm in the same vibration. Do you understand what I'm trying to touch on here? When you tell yourself, why do I always attract these bad boys in my life? Yeah, I guess. Because you're chilling with the bad boys and you're trying to be the bad girl. And you're trying to be somewhere there subconsciously. That's why you end up there. Why does they always cheat on me? Or why this or that? Because you've created it, my love. It's on us. We're the creator of that, right? And now, when we start to label things like that, we start to hold on to anger. And label and anger in this case is the same thing. So I want you to write down, holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. Imagine, what the fuck, listen to this. I think it's super funny. So let's, keep me, you're so fun. I'm funny. I like myself. I'm really funny. Check this out. This right here, it's poison. This can kill you, right? And I'm so furious. I'm angry at Sophia, right? And I just want to give her this glass of poison. Here, Sophia, this is poison. I want you to die when you drink it. Oof, that sounds so bad. But just take this in a parallel, right? Now, anger is like I am myself drinking this poison. And now when I've drinking the poison and I'm sitting there and I'm like, Sophia, die, 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 waiting for her to collapse. I'm waiting for Sophia to collapse, but I drank the poison, stupid ass, right? That's anger. That's anger. End of discussion. So holding on to anger, it's like drinking poison and expecting the opposite person to die, the other person to die, right? Big one. Now, check this out. At the end of the day, at the end, it's only a few things that matter the most in life. At the end of the day, when we're done, holding on to anger will not serve us. There are three key major points that is important when we are in our end zone. So what is it? What do you think it is? That's the first thing. How well did you love? When you're on your deathbed, when the game is soon over, my friend, what you will care about, you will not think about the people that you've showed hate towards. You will not think about the people who robbed you on your money or cheated on you when you were 25 or 22 or 16 or 18 or whatever. How well did you love? You will think about the people that you've loved during this time. So how well did you love? Now, I want us to do an exercise. I want you to think about how well have you loved? I want you to think about a time. I want you to think about a time in your life where somebody did something wrong to you. I want you to think about the time where your sister stole from you or made you look like a fool in front of a lot of people and you remember that. Or when your boyfriend cheated on you and he was so sorry, but you broke up with him anyways. Or for an example, that person who borrowed money from you and never paid that back. I want you to take one of those examples in your life and think about it. And I want you to think about it and ask yourself, do I still hold an anger towards this situation? It can hurt, yes, but hurt, pain, and anger. Pain and anger is not the same thing. Just because I've pain for what happened, I'm not furious and I'm not angry, because when anger is inside of your body, it starts to take control over your emotions. Pain and sorrow is something that we can work with. It's something we can live with. It's something that we can learn to love. I've learned to love the pain of network marketing. Network marketing is one of the most beautiful opportunities out there for this world and our generation, but it's also one of the most painful industries that you can be in. Why? Because network marketing open up your eyes. You will open your eyes after a period of time in network marketing. So please remember that. And now you saw my beard in a close-up vision. Network marketing will open your eyes to the world and what is happening in this society, which will hurt. It will cause pain. People will talk about you. People will tell you that you're a weird dude, or will tell you that you're doing this or you're doing that or whatever. It is painful, but you know what? That's the pure love. That's the love. To go through that pain creates you, not by you looking and acting and being like the rest, by you being you and being a powerful you. Now, how well have you loved? Look back at the time where you showed hate, when something happened to you. Do you still hold on anger to that situation? I want you to think about it. I want you to really think about that case. And we can do it together for 3 minutes. I want us to close our eyes if you want to. If you don't want to, you don't need to. But it will be easier for you. And if you want to turn off your camera, do that. But it's quite easy. Breathe in hard into your belly. Just widen your whole stomach. Just breathe in and out through your mouth slowly. And again. And while you're breathing, I want you to think about time in your life where something very traumatic happened. Something negative. Could be a sibling that embarrassed you. Could be somebody who broke up with you. Could be that partner who never showed the same love as you, who cheated on you. Could be that friend that borrowed money from you but never returned it. Could be the time when you expected help or support from family or friends but didn't get it. Now take a minute in silence to think around that situation. Think about the details. How did you feel? What emotions arised in you during that time? And what kind of butterfly effect happened? You became sad and hurt and you quit your job or got laid off your job, or you started another fight with your mother or a parent because of that. Think around that topic. Think about how it hurted you, how you started to act or behave or feel or think negatively, destructively. And the emotions and actions that you take during that period of time is giving you a downward spiral. Now pause that thought. Breathe in, breathe out. Now I want you to think about that example, but how much have it helped you? What did you learn from it? What exact moments have you learned from that? And now I want you to look from the other person's perspective. The guy who cheated on you. We don't know what happened. We don't know why it happened. We don't know how things were in his life. Or that girl that was cheating on you. We don't know why or how, and we can never know that. So if we don't know why or how, does it help us to worry about it and think about it? Yes or no? No. If somebody borrowed money from you but never returned it and didn't even say thank you, you learn to maybe make a contract when you lend out money. But we don't know what happened with the friend who lent your money. We don't know why he couldn't pay it back, or he was so ashamed or embarrassed that he didn't wanted to reach out. Have it helped you anything to be angry? And now I remember that you gave, and for a fire to keep on burning, we need to give oxygen and wood. The universe works in laws of giving without wanting to receive, without expectations, without assumptions. Now I want you to sit still and breathe in again. And I want you to picture yourself as 6, maybe 8, maybe 5 years old, running around, playing, laughing. Do you remember that picture that your mom and dad has on the fridge, or a sister, a friend has on the fridge? How do you look? Do you remember your laugh? Look at yourself, that small little kid, that innocent little child, that innocent soul. Connect again with her or him. Just look at him, look at her, look her in the eyes. Look how beautiful she is, how innocent. And with your life knowledge now, you can look at her or him and say, wow, you have a lot of obstacles to face, but you know what? Be strong. That small little innocent soul, that small little innocent child has nothing but love. That's why we feel compassion with her or with him. The only thing that a small little kid vibrates is love. But we grow up and we start to see suffering of the world, and we start to put the suffer on ourselves and blame other people. But look at this kid, so innocent, so fragile. That kid is you, it's inside of you. I want you to open your eyes and I want you to think about that kid that's you. And if that kid is only pure love about your relationship and your family and everything that happened in your life before, what good will it do to our life if we have the hate inside of us? It's like drinking poison. We will never go anywhere. That's why we are in control of our love. So, how well did we love during our lifetime? Powerful to think about it in that way, right? It's different. It's you. We are all consumed by love by the end of the day. But how well did we give love? How well did we give love to the ones who do not deserve it? How well did we give to people who took from us? How well can we sit straight? I had people steal big parts of my business. I had people rob me. I had people assault me big time. I had 12 people one time standing and jumping on my full body, kicking my face open, trust me. And when I think about these guys, I just feel sorry for them. They broke my nose, they broke my jaw, they broke my lip, they broke two of my ribs. But still, when I look at them, when I look at their Instagram, I'm like, wow, I'm so fucking sorry for you. Really, I am. Because they can't feel what I feel. Because they maybe kicked me one time, but I feel fucking amazing afterwards. Maybe not the week after, maybe not the year after. But today, 5 years later, I'm a fucking god. That's what I'm talking about. And so are you. No matter what anybody else says or do, we're all, yes, we're all God. Now, look at this. The root of suffering comes down. Wait, before we go into that, wrong. How well did we love, right? What is the next topic? What is the next point? How fully did we live? How fully did you live? Did you put anchors on your life? Did you put limitations on your life? How well have we lived our life? And what is then life about? Life is about creating memories, creating experiences, and first and foremost, you being able to create every memory and experience that you ever wanted to create. That's what it is about. And how can we create that? Look at I Am Mastery Academy. What a beautiful fucking blessing. I had a guy in my team, Albin. He made $97,000 in 60 days. He's what, 19? He has the possibility right now to go out there and do every single experience that he ever dreamed about, right? So by him, he's 18. Yeah, you see. He has now the power to go out there to the world and go on a clear fucking adventure. I look at my cat. And when my cat was a little kitten, she was running around inside. But when she came into the bathroom, she was sneaking because she was like, this is new territory, right? She was sneaking around. It's new smells, new everything, right? When I opened the door out and she saw the grass, she's like, what? This is the jungle. I need to be careful. You know, she walked super slow. She touched weird things. She saw a fly and then she was scared. Then she started to play with the fly. Do you see where I'm going here? That's your journey in life. We all open different doors to see and create new experiences. Every day, Shiva is outside in my garden and she's having a crazy journey and a jungle adventure every single day, running around and playing with all the animals. Every day is a new beginning for her. She's as crazy as she was yesterday or even more the next day. But we want to sit every time I open the door, she runs out. But we want to sit in the sofa and watch Netflix? The fuck? So then what happened with the adventures? And maybe not every day you're going to run around in the jungle. I mean, in general. What is the limitations we put to ourselves? Have you jumped out of an airplane? I will. I have not yet. I will. I want to. Am I scared of it? Fuck yeah, man. Will I do it anyways? Hell yeah. So I want to challenge you to do something that you're afraid of doing. I want you this week to do something you don't like doing. As I did with yoga. The only reason why I started with yoga was because I made a bet with my sister. I'm like, I ain't gonna stand in a classroom with 40 other women and stretch. I'm not gonna stretch in a room with 40 other women. That ain't gonna happen. She's like, try it out, try it out, try it out. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna try it out and I'm gonna be fucking cool while I'm doing it. So I bought a lot of yoga mats for my first time just because I didn't want to look like a newbie. And that's also a weird thing, right? You don't want to look like a newbie. If you're there for the first time, isn't it obvious that you're new? Shouldn't that be a thing? Like, oh, he's new. Awesome. Great. Welcome. Instead of we're like, I'm new. I don't want to be, don't know what to do. I'm afraid of asking how to do. What? Imagine you starting off with trading and you're like, I'm afraid of asking how to start. And you're like, I'm going to try it myself. Yeah, stupid ass. That won't work. You know what I mean? That's the same thing. So how well have you lived? I want you to go out this week and try something new. Try something you're afraid of doing or embarrassed. If it's so, ballet or ballet, try it out. Try it out. Try dance. And I want you to tag me on the story. I want you to tag me on the story while you're doing it because you're going to show the world. You're going to show the world that you're going outside of your zone, your danger zone. Okay? Next thing. What do you think is the last point? The last one. This one is the most powerful. I don't think no one of you can guess this one. What do you think it is? How? Ask. Come on. Quick in the chat. Close, Benjamin. Close. Oh, Sophia, even closer. Ooh, Yoon, my man. How well did we let go? Oh no, what? No. How deeply did we let go? How deeply did we let go? Good one, June. Big ups. How deeply did we let go? So love comes from our inner child. Love comes from healing our wounds that has been created in our personality from that time. That's love. Love is something that you can never find. Love is something that you can never create. Love is something that you develop within yourself. That's why you can't find a partner and want to find the love of your life. The love of your life is nobody except you, your soulmate. You know who that is? You. You're your only soulmate, my beautiful friend. That's your soulmate. Because that's the only one who will be with you from the start until the end. That's your soulmate. And the definition of a soulmate is a soul who has been together in a previous life. But we're going to try to talk about this life instead of going backwards. So now, who is the love of your life in this life? You. So if you can't love yourself, you can't love nobody else. So if we're not happy, we cannot be happy with somebody else. Love is something that is shared, not found. Love is something that we have. Love is something that we can give. But for the receiver to be able to receive love, they need to attend love. I need to have a certain degree of love in my body to be able to receive a certain amount of love so we can match on that. Otherwise, one Malu, she's higher developed in the love area than I am. So the love that she can give me is on a higher consciousness than the love that I can give her. So we look at love in different ways. So she looks at love from an even higher consciousness than I am, which makes me feel uncomfortable. That's how we know that me and Malu is not in our right place. She can't bring me up there. I need to come up there and we can meet there. That's why how much I tell her even to, I love her. I love her so much. She's the most beautiful woman I've ever met, but I know I can't be with her. I can be friends with her, I can spend time with her, but I can't share and build a life with her right now. Why? Because we are not in the same frequency of love. And that's a mature decision, a hard decision, but a mature decision to make that that's nothing that we can do. But I know she loves me, but it's two different ways. So that's also a big point, right? So how fully did we let go? So how fully, how deeply did I let go of my love and my relationship to Malu? How fully, how deeply did I let go of my expectations? I expected that me and Malu is going to stick together. I expected that we're going to create this retreat center together. I expected, I expected, I wanted, I thought, I will. It's so much fucking I. Think about it. It's too much. But I love you. I want this. I did that. You did that. No. Can we remove I for a second here and just say, do we work together? Are we in the same frequency right now? Yes or no? And I want you to look at yourself in the same way for your business. Now, I heard a sentence of a business partner today. Nobody gone broke by taking profit. True, right? Nobody gone broke by taking profit. So I take my profit. I had Malu and I took my profit. I secured that back. What I mean with that is I secured my time and my love with Malu. But I know I will not wait and crush the relationship and wait for a pullback. Because a pullback will come. When you're not aligned in love, pullbacks will come. And some of you will probably cheat or destructive, or you will be in a depressive relationship for 7 years and then you will break loose and then you will try to find yourself after 6 years of a bad relationship. Right? So I took my profit in that relationship. I said, thank you for the things that we had, but we're not in the same level. I let that pullback go and the pullback came and I secured my profit a little bit before that. It's the same in trading, guys. If you look at this way of love for yourself and for your dignity of your education, then what is? It's only you. If you stop looking at, I want the numbers to be $500 before I close the position when it's on 489. And you're like, I'm going to wait until it hits 500. I'm going to wait until it hits 500 and then I'm going to close. But it never hit $500 and it came a pullback and you lost another 200 of your profits that you could secure. Let go of your expectations of how things should be or what is bringing and dopamine and serotonin in your brain when you see the number 1000 or the number 500 instead of the number 489. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna go all in on the 1st of next month. But why? Because then I have a full month. You stupid ass. Do you think your results will care if it's the 4th or the 25th? It's only you and your mathematic skills in that case. And if I can do that with no mathematic skills at all, you can, dude. Tomorrow, I'm going to start. Yeah, tomorrow is probably going to give you a better result than if you start today. The universe will like, yeah, if you wait tomorrow, it's going to be better. No, you're procrastinating your profit. You're not taking profit. Do you see where I'm going here? Take your profit straight away. If you want to change your change straight away, take your profit. Now, to my last topic, and I need to hurry up. I want you to ask yourself, what is the root to all suffering? I should probably leave you with a question, and you're going to answer me next time, but I know people are very bad at tasks. And then next week, I'm like, okay, do you have the answer? And they're like, answer on what? And I'm like, yay. Nice. But now I ask you, answer in the chat. What do you think is the root to all suffering? Leah, text me on Telegram. I can't read here. If success is the root to all suffering, I'm on the wrong leap, dude. I'm on the wrong path because I don't want to suffer with my success. Attachment is a big one. The root to all suffer. The root to all suffering in this world is, whoa, man! Jacob got it. Jacob got it. Desire. The root to all suffer is the god of Mara. Write that down. The root to all suffering is the god of Mara. It's the god of temptations. It's the god of desire. The god of desire. The god Mara. Mara, the god of desire. That's it, guys. The root to all suffering is the desire itself. The desire of, I want to have sex. I want to find my love. I want to be successful. I want to go there. I want to have this. I want to look like her or look like him. I want. When you say I want, that's the god of Mara. But what happens if we turn this around and then say, I deserve this success? Ooh, that's powerful. Can you really say that? I deserve that car. I deserve that partner in my life. Do you really? Because you got to believe it. You got to look yourself in the eyes. And take time. Stand, put the alarm clock on 15 minutes and stare yourself in the eyes in the mirror for 15 minutes. And you're going to think about so weird things that you're like, what the fuck is going on in my mind right now? Ask Levi. Levi, where are you? I'm going to unmute you. Dude, vad heter du på Zoom? Alltså du måste lösa det där mannen.
I've tried, bro. I've tried, man. Okay, so what's the question?
So my question to you is, do you remember when we were in the mirror?
I remember it's like yesterday, man.
How was that?
Wow, it was kind of strange in a way. It was like Kimmy told me, like, okay, so now you're gonna stand there and just watch straight into the mirror. And I was like, what? Are you joking? Like, why? And it's like, just do it and we will like go through it after. So I actually stared into the mirror for like a couple minutes and I was like, what the fuck is going through my mind? Like Kimmy just told you guys, like what the fuck is happening? And I saw things and I started to think about things like I never would before. So for me, it felt like, wow, okay, it was amazing, like just a journey for me. And what I saw, what I felt afterwards was wow. So I would recommend you guys try it out. Do what Kimmy said, try it out. Just try to find your inner self, like what's inside, what's there. There's something more, and that you should like. I recommend you guys try it out. So yeah,
Definitely.
it was not.
Thank you, bro. And it is powerful. I mean, when you start to look at yourself and not just look, don't look at your nose, don't look at your eyebrows, don't look at your hairline. Look straight into your pupils. Pupils. I don't know the word, man. So you look straight into your eyes and just look at her or him. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Just ask yourself, who are you? What are you? What are you? Just ask yourself and do it for 15 minutes and don't look away until the alarm clock goes off. 15 minutes straight in your soul. Connect with yourself. Connect with that inner child, right? Get that inside of you. So the root to all suffering is the desire itself. So what is the root of bliss? We've gone through the suffering part, but what is the root of bliss? What is the root of being happy? Being aligned with yourself. Alignment is the root to bliss. And there will be a lifelong journey for you to always stay aligned. And we're not always aligned. I'm not always aligned. I do mistakes. I have my bad parts. I have some things that I'm not proud over that I do on sometimes that I fall back to or whatever it is. And that's a part of the game. I've developed highly in many areas, but we all have areas to improve every single day. So, guys, I want you to leave it off with that. We have a call straight after this. So, remember, holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. At the end, it's only these things that matter the most. How well did you love? How fully did you live? How deeply did you let go? The root of all suffering is desire itself. The root of bliss is the alignment itself. Okay, people, so thank you so much. I hope you got some value today. Connect with your inner child. Understand that you got to give love to other people. If you do not give love to other people, you do not love yourself. When you start to give love, you get love, not from others, but from yourself. So, guys, peace out. Much love. Selassie to the fullest. Rastafari.